Hypothetically, okay, hypothetically, if the younger generations have said the Nike Air Force One is a dad shoe, why are people so upset about that? There are 3 questions to pose to yourself to maybe subside that anger, maybe to just bring it down a few levels, because I don't think the outrage that I've seen online is worth it. Now, again, this is hypothetically. Quite possibly, maybe the kids didn't say this. Maybe it's just being posted. I don't know, but we'll discuss it as if maybe it was said, because I'm not upset about this at all, but I've scrolled socials. I'm in the minority, right? Like, I have the unpopular opinion, I think, also of not being upset and just quite frankly not caring. Now, before we jump into this conversation, okay? It's supposed to be light, it's supposed to be fun. Please do not bring your grown self on here, calling young adults or kids the R word and just being just rude, nasty, and mean for no reason, okay? It's super unnecessary, and I'll probably remove the comment because that's just not the energy that needs to happen, okay? Again, if we're discussing younger generations, then some of them are literally children. So that energy is not needed, especially over fashion, all right? I just need to put that PSA out there. Here's another one. Just because there are times where I may have a defense for Gen Z or Gen Alpha when it comes to sneakers and fashion and some of the narratives I see going around, people like to assume that I myself must fall into the category of that age range, and that's why I'm defending them. I turned 36 this month. Okay? This is what happens when you are just taking care of yourself, you mind your business, you actually drink water and have fruits and vegetables, okay? And you don't do the most. You too may get, assume that you're in the younger generation. But I'm not standing here as Gen Z. I'm standing here as a millennial, still very much so unbothered by this potential call out that an Air Force One is now a dad shoe. Now, why are people so upset about this? I've already talked about this. What is it about wanting the kids to think a certain way about your style as an adult? Pose that question to yourself first. Why does it get you all so just bothered? Like, why? I don't think it should. I quite frankly don't. I'm not looking to the children for validation in terms of what I am personally wearing. Now, if you're in a brand, you work for a brand, then yes, professionally, strategically, it's on you to actually care about what they're interested in, where is their style going, what's the direction they're leaning in. And you not only have to figure that out for today, you need to kind of try to figure that out 2 years, 3 years, 5 years down the line. Why? Because you're planning seasons ahead. So you have to be able to forecast that. But most of you don't work for a brand. You don't. You don't. So what the children think or don't think, it shouldn't be this deep. Second, these are the questions I need you to pose to yourself, okay? Number 1, are you a parent or are you a dad? Now, we can interswap the whole dad and mom thing, but are you a parent? Are you a dad? Okay. Second question. Do you own Air Force Ones? Do you wear Air Force Ones? We'll just make that a little two-parter. Do you wear and own Air Force Ones? Answer that for me. Number 3. Do your children see you and their friends' parents, peers' parents, wearing Air Force Ones? If you've answered yes to all 3 of those, then in defense of the children, are those not the shoes that the dads are wearing right now? Like, yes, we are the adults. We are the adults. We've reached that point, okay? Like, we are. And I know it's funny, and I laugh as well when people will say, like, wait, are we really the adults now? Like, we're supposed to be the ones that are rational, that are logical, that are emotionally stable and mature, and we're coming to the table with solutions, right? Like, we are looked at to have the answers. I think we should be looked at to have, like, the maturity in a lot of things, the emotional intelligence for a lot of things, but, like, that seems to have left the room sometimes as well. But we're the adults. And I think we are the fun adults. But, like, we take some things just a tad bit too personal. Like, if the kids are seeing you as the parents in a shoe or in something, yes, they are going to associate it with that. Now, I know the argument is, weren't these kids just walking around a little bit ago wearing Air Force Ones? They were. We couldn't keep all white lows in stock when I worked at Kids Foot Locker a few years ago. The kids love to just walk in and wear them. Why? One, the versatility is always going to be there. It is. You can throw it on with anything. It works. You can dress it up, you can dress it down, you can do whatever you want to do with it. So understanding that also lets you know it's a timeless pair. even if we're no longer in the 1970s, like we're 2025, it still works. Just because maybe one generation is choosing to not fall all over it anymore, should that really stop you, beloved, from wearing the shoe that you claim that you like? I thought this was about wear what you like, buy what you like. You guys know how I feel. Buy what you'll wear. That should be your focus. Not buy what the younger generation, and I said there are some mixed feelings that I have about the generation. The younger generation, mind you, whose brains are not fully formed. Like, yes, some of Gen Z, some of theirs are. Truthfully, they are. Some of them are 25 and above. But some of them are not. And then Gen Alpha is absolutely not. So buy what you will wear as an adult, quite possibly as the dad, as the mom, as the parent, as the caregiver, the aunt, the uncle, doesn't matter. Buy what you'll wear, not what the child like rocks with or doesn't rock with. Okay? Why is there outrage? And then it flips to, oh, this is the generation that made New Balances cool. Can y'all get that out of your hearts? Like, what did New Balance do to you? This really is a question I need answered. Like, what did they do to you? Why are people so hurt that New Balance and Asics is a shoe that people are interested in wearing and enjoy wearing? Like, does it do something internally to you? Like, you all have visceral reactions in the comment sections because young adult, and it's not even young, like my generation is enjoying shoes. Oh, by the way, you guys clown on New Balance so much, but if you were really into this game and really into sneakers like a lot of you claim that you are, then you would know that it was the first shoe that actually crossed that $100 mark. So you would know if you really wanted to show that you had bread like that and you could just really spend it, the New Balance was the pair that you got to flex back in the day. It wasn't just a Jordan or a Nike. Wasn't just a Reebok or an Adidas pair. Like, those became the shoes that every and anybody could buy. Since y'all like to go on about exclusive this and who has access to this and who has access to that, and don't be broke, and if you're just broke, say that. Well, everybody that actually had some money, they would flex New Balances back in the day. Because again, it was the first $100 pair. So, acting as if a New Balance or an Asics is something that's so disrespectful for people to wear on foot. Y'all also be the main one saying this that don't be having any fit pics up, okay? Nothing in which we could like judge your style, but then also why would I care about your style? Because it has zero to do with me. The same way I think you should care zero about somebody else's choice of what they're gonna wear. New Balance, Asics, Reebok, K-Swiss, I don't care. But y'all be hurt over the fact that the kids like New Balance. Like, how quickly we forget that the things that we were interested in growing up, our parents thought was likely weird as well. They didn't understand it. They didn't. Maybe they didn't rock with it. Now, I didn't have to deal with this. My mom loved the change of fashion, the evolution of it. Loved it. She also let me know when things were really coming back around full circle and something wasn't new. It was just repackaged. But how quickly we had to hear about parents not liking the music we wanted to listen to, the things that we were interested in, the styles, the brands. Why do you think that's so special? I can't believe you kids are interested in this. Not only are we the new adults, but we're acting like the old ones that we likely said we wouldn't act like. So I would just say, like, if sneakers is supposed to be fun, where's the fun? And why are we so upset? There's enough to actually be mad about. It's not that. Now, if you're a Blue Jays fan, then I get it, right? Like, this was one of the most exciting World Series experiences, even for myself, because my team wasn't in it. Now, did it matter one way or another? It didn't. So I got to just really coast through this World Series, just enjoying great baseball. And that's awesome. And just as a sports fan, because every other time, I'm stressed. Okay, I'm stressed. I didn't have to be stressed. Now, at the moment, I don't think America deserves nice things, so I was rooting for the Toronto Blue Jays to be able to win. However, I also have players that I like on the Dodgers, right? Dodger Blue is one of my favorite tracks to have dropped in recent years. Shout out to Kendrick. You guys know this was a hat that I was so excited to get, right? The LA with the Heart series from Culture Kings. I love this hat. I really do. I love it. So, I enjoyed every bit of it. It really did come down to like you remember that play at the home plate? It came down to this. Game of inches, man. I know it's a football reference, but still. Game of inches when it came to how close that World Series championship was. So congratulations to any Dodgers fans. If you are celebrating, be safe, but truly do just have an amazing time. And again, yeah, there's things that we can actually be mad about. That's what I said. Hypothetically, what if the kids didn't say this and then you're just mad to be mad about nothing? Anyway, I just wanted to share my quick thoughts on that, okay? I really do appreciate you guys tuning in to any and all videos. If you didn't catch my recent video, okay, I did something a little bit different just in terms of showing you guys like how I recreate different fall looks that I'm inspired by based on the things I already have within my closet. So please be sure to check that out. I would love feedback on that video. Be sure to check out any other videos on the channel. As always, act your age, not your shoe size, especially if you're like 29 to 44, which is a lot of you watching my channel. Peace.